Awesome. Thanks for that introduction, Jamie. I was unaware that Saskatoon moved to Ontario. Last I checked, we were in Saskatchewan. But hey, man, you're the boss. It's all good for you. Anyways, you guys, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you so much for asking me to speak. I'm absolutely humbled and privileged to be here. And it's fantastic. When Jamie first gave me the topic, I'm just going to start my slides here. When Jamie first gave me that topic of nothing can stop, I think he kind of wanted me to share our story of my brother and I moving from our previous company, moving our firm over to here. And I know you guys talked to Mike and you heard from Laura earlier today, or yesterday, I guess. And I'm actually, and we've all heard stories in the past about how people changing companies have had issues moving, and there's been drama and craziness, and they've made great war stories down the road. And I really think I'm building a great war story of my own, and I'm kind of not going to talk about it for another little bit till the story's done. But so then I thought, well, how do I talk about nothing can stop? I thought, well, maybe I'll just tell my personal story. And so what I'd like to do is just talk a little bit about, where I'm from, who I am. Hopefully that helps some of you guys get to your goals and what you guys need to do. So I grew up on a farm just outside of Weyburn, Saskatchewan. For those of you who don't know where Weyburn is, don't worry about it. It's in the middle of nowhere. You can literally look any direction out any window in the house I grew up in and see 30 or 40 miles. It is absolutely flat prairie. There is nothing there. There is nothing to see anywhere. On a bad day, the mirage would show you the downtown street of Regina, Saskatchewan, which if you're from Saskatchewan, nobody wants to see that anyways, right? So when I was growing up, I was actually we had a moderate 5 kids in our family. I was the third boy, so I had like an older brother and a spare, and an older sister and a spare, right? So I knew growing up I wasn't getting the farm no matter how this ended. And my dad prepped me for that early and young. He kept telling me things like, you can be anything you want to be when you grow up. You can do whatever you want to do. And I'd be like, I can't do this, I can't do that. And then one day he told me, and I know this is not his quote, but he said, don't let anybody tell you the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon. And I thought, wow, and I've absolutely taken that with me for my whole life. And the moral of that story is it doesn't matter where you're from. All right? You could be from a little farm outside Weyburn. You can be from downtown Toronto. You could even be from Regina. Nobody's going to care, but you could be from there. You could be from the U.S. You could be from another continent. Maybe North America is your first generation North American. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Your future is totally up to you. Your path of how you want to win is your own. The problem is you got to be brave and take that first step, right? If you don't take that first step down that path, no one's going to walk it for you. But we're here to help. We're here to walk with you. We're going to coach you, guide you, give you an example of how to win and try to show you how to do that, right? And then maybe think, oh, maybe it's about education. Right? Well, growing up, I wasn't the most studious student. I was not saying I'm dumb. I mean, I found school boring, is what it was, right? And I remember the day that my dad dropped the line. He was like, boy, every day you wake up, you can choose to be pretty or you can choose to be smart. But somehow, Brian, you choose wrong every day, right? And I remember hearing that and thinking, oh my God, I'm too dumb to do anything. Well, that's not accurate, you guys. Your education level doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you finished grade 12, which I barely did. Maybe you upgraded afterwards, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're a university student, it doesn't matter. Maybe you got a university degree in another country, it doesn't matter. Maybe you didn't finish grade 12, it doesn't matter. Right? What your education is, it doesn't matter. The exams we have to pass, they're not hard, you guys. They're just, I found them boring, right? And this is normally the time in my life I tell the story about how many times I tried to write that exam, and I would, basically, for those of you who don't know my story about the exam writing, hold up all your fingers and toes, count them all, my number's bigger. All right, just keep it simple. But the point is no matter how you find that exam, boring or easy, you got to deal with it if you're going to change your life. It's that simple, right? And then, of course, maybe it's your background. Well, I don't have any experience in financial services. Well, when I became a teenage boy, I found out the farm was too close to town, and my dad shipped me off to the ranch, my uncle's ranch. And so I grew up, I loved Golka. He showed his team and the winners on his team and where they came from and their backgrounds. I will put it up there that my background, my resume is the only one that says cowboy and bartender on it, because that's kind of what I ended up doing. Your previous career does not matter, right? You could be a university student. You could have been a professor. Maybe you worked the rigs. Maybe you worked a blue collar job. Maybe it was retail. It don't matter, right? It doesn't matter what you did, right? It doesn't matter. All that matters is what you want in the future. And what you're willing to learn is going to be the difference maker. It's that simple, right? And then, and the way you learn it is you follow the system. And if you follow the system, it's easy. Right? You're hearing all these great success stories of all these great speakers today. Like, hasn't this been a wonderful day of speakers and stories? It's been amazing, right? You guys I love being part of this company. But you think about it, life is a paved road. You can either walk down it, shuffle down it, or you can take it on a run and just go crazy for 3 or 4 or 5 years, build it all, and be temporarily motivated to be permanently lazy. You can do it however you want to do it, right? And understand though, on that path, you're going to struggle. You guys, it's that fight of that struggle that's going to define you. And you have to take responsibility for the fight. It's your future. Nobody's going to fight that war for you. We'll fight it with you, but we can't fight it for you. You have to be accountable to yourself. You've got to be responsible for your business, responsible for your future. Like I said, we can give you the path, the example, but we can't do it for you. Does that make sense? I hope you guys are making sense of this, because your journey is going to be really simple, right? You know, I don't know if this is automated or not, but I hope so. It must have been not. Okay, so the guy on the left, right, that's you. That's you. And on the very far right, that's your goals. That's maybe it's the dream house, the money, the lifestyle, the retirement, whatever it is. And in the middle is that giant mountain. And understand the size of that mountain is huge. You are a speck on the side of that mountain. And they say all you got to do is get to the top of the mountain. You got to climb that mountain. You got to fight to the top to win. That's all you got to do. Well, I'm from the prairie, see, and we ain't got no mountains around here. And I'm scared of heights. So I had to take a different approach to that because I ain't climbing no mountain. But I realized that mountain is a symbol. And that symbol is really simple. That is the world's largest pile of crap that I got to plow right through the middle of to get to my goals, my dreams on the other side. And so whether you want to climb that mountain or you want to pile through the pile of crap, that's your call. But the only way not to make it is to stop climbing or to stop digging. It's pretty simple. You know, a wise man, Dr. Martin Luther King, said, if you can't fly, you got to run. If you can't run, then you got to walk. If you can't walk, then you got to crawl. But by all means, you keep moving forward. You keep moving up that mountain. You keep going through that pile of crap. You do whatever you got to do. Like Tongzi said, you can do whatever it takes for however long it takes to get the job done. Right? And it's really simple, you guys. That's my family tartan and our family crest. And we put our team motto on it. Right? Our team motto is real simple. You got to be relentless in pursuit of victory. You have to be relentless in pursuit of your goals. You have to be relentless in making sure that you win for you and your family. There's nobody else that can do it. It's all up to you. We're here to help. We're going to help you and guide you and coach you. But you've got to take that first step. There's no way around it. You guys, you don't, my dad said, you don't drown from falling in the river. You drown because you chose to stay submerged. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to bleed. If you bleed, rub some dirt in it. Keep going forward, right? If you get knocked down, you get back up again. Whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, is what it's going to take. There's no easy outs. So be tough, be relentless, right? Remember the rules of success. Respect everybody. Where you come from, it doesn't matter. Your education doesn't matter. Your previous career doesn't matter. Everyone's going to struggle. Everybody's got drama. Everybody's got a story. Help everyone. Respect everyone. Build it right the first time. Build it right every time. Always help the families. Put the families first. Put your team first. You do all of that, and you will have success. Because my dad, the greatest quote he ever gave me was, you can either make excuses or you can make money, but you sure as heck can't do both. Don't procrastinate. Get after it today. The timing is now, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Have yourself a great convention, and thank you so, so much.
Hey, if you like this video or any of the other videos that I have on my channel, stay tuned. We have so many more coming, but I want to make sure that you're in the know, that you know when they're coming. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell.